Everyone's building something with AI now. There's Claude Code, there's Codex. What used to take weeks or even months to build can now take just a few hours. Like, for example, yesterday I used Claude Code in Anti-Gravity to build out a website for my own community. It has a pretty nice design, and you can scroll down and you can see kind of like the leaderboard of the different people that are joining my community. But even though it's easier to build nowadays, there's still one thing that needs to happen, and that's testing out what you're building. So in today's video, what I want to do is I want to show you 5 different ways of how you can properly test out your project. And I'll show you how to set up each test. And at the end, I'll show you what to do with the results. But guys, before we get started with today's video, I'd love to invite you guys to my Discord community, the Creator Network, where a bunch of startup founders and designers that get together every single weekday to talk about different tools and topics. So if you guys are interested in joining that, link is down in the description below. So like I said before, I'm gonna use a website that I built recently, and it's kind of a showcase website for my own community. It talks about what my community is about, has like a leaderboard in the middle of my site. This leaderboard kind of like represents like the most active users in this community. And then if you click on one of these, it shows you like each person's profile page, and you can see what this person is building. But version 1 of the site is done, and now it's time for me to test this out. And all 5 methods come from Lyssna.com. And regarding pricing, they have a very, very generous free plan, and I'll link this down in the description for you guys to check out. But let me log in to show you all where we can find each test and how to set it up. And when you're logged in, you're gonna get a view like this where you can see your recent studies. And you also have a template library. It's very, very easy to get started with a template. Now, usually you'd have like a specific type of template that you want to get started with. For example, like 5-second testing. You can just use this template instead of having to build it from scratch. But today I want to show you how we can create one from scratch. So we're going to click on Create Study and click on Test or Survey. And I'm going to name my project or my study name Builders Gym. Landing Page Builders Gym is the name of the community, of the school community that I have. So let's click on create. And once you're in, you can see that we have this new blank study. And over here, we have the study details, we have the welcome screen, and we have the add section. And this is where we're going to add the 5 different types of testing methods. And so the first one that we're going to create is the 5-second test. So 5-second test, participants are shown an image for a short time before answering. And so when you're on Claude Code and you're building something, you're vibe coding something for a while, you know exactly how it works, right? You have it in your head. But a first-time visitor probably has no idea what this is. So this test helps you figure out what's obvious and what isn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a screenshot of my hero section from my website, and then I'm going to drop that image in here. And as default, we have 5 seconds, and that's kind of like the amount of time that the tester is going to see this image in front of them. And for the instructions, I could write something like, look at this page for 5 seconds and tell us what this community is about. And something I think is also extremely valuable is adding follow-up questions. So I can write something like, what do you remember most from this page? Or how would you describe the site to a friend in 1 sentence? And would you want to learn more? Why or why not? And once we have that set up, we can click on save and we can move on to the next one. So we're just going to go ahead and click on add section. And the next thing here is the first click test. And this one's about where users instinctively click first when given a task. So for example, if someone lands on my hero section, would they know exactly where to go if they want to see the leaderboard or if they want to see the profile pages of the users? And it's a pretty similar flow. I can go ahead and use the same screenshot that I used for the last test. And then we can write something like click on where you'd go to see the most active community members. And basically the participant would click in the exact area of that image where they think they would find the most active community members, and Lyssna would then create a heat map based on all of the different results that we get. And just like with the last test, you can also add follow-up questions, but in this case, I'm just gonna leave this one blank. And now the next section, the next test that we're gonna add the live website test, so this last one. And this one actually tests out real flows across different pages. And my website already lives inside of like a real domain. But if you're using Claude Code, you can just ask Claude to basically publish your project to a custom domain using Vercel. And it's like a quick 2-minute process. If you're not logged in already, it'll just ask you to log in, and then boom, it'll give you the custom link in no time. So you get that preview domain, you can paste it in here, and under the instructions, it says provide clear steps for participants to follow on a live website, include any task, feedback requests, or specific questions for them to answer while browsing. And it says this because it's going to record the screen of the participant, and it's also going to record the audio, so the participant can actually talk out loud while they're navigating through your site. And so in this case, you can take a little bit longer to write down your different instructions. For example, I'm saying start on the homepage and take a moment to look around. What is this community about? Navigate to find the most active community members. Pick any member from the leaderboard and view their profile. Once you're on a profile page, take note of what information is available there. And for this, you can put 1 to 2 minutes or 3 to 5. Mine might take a little bit longer, so let's put 3 to 5. And then obviously adding some follow-up questions. So for example, we can ask something like, how easy was it to find the leaderboard? Did anything slow you down? Did the member profiles give you enough information? What was missing, if anything? And again, if you're struggling to find some good follow-up questions to ask, you can always ask AI to help you write down your follow-up questions. And so then let's move on to the next test, which would be the preference test. So preference tests instruct participants to choose between options. And this is really good for like something similar to A/B testing, but using real users. Like for example, which design feels more like a community that you'd like to join? So let's say I explore these two design possibilities for my community. The one on the left being a little bit more light mode and more of this like YouTube color type of red. And the one on the right is the one that I have in my current website. It's in dark mode, has this yellow color. Everything is pretty much the same. It's just that difference that we see there. But what we can do is we can take a screenshot of each variant. And then back in Lyssna, we can say something like, which design feels more like a community you'd want to join? And over here, I can just browse my files and choose the two designs. And as you can see, they've both been added to the test. And we can also click on randomize the order of choices. I'm just going to leave this untapped, so we just keep it like this. And then as a follow-up question, I'm going to write, why is this your preferred choice? I think that's a pretty valid follow-up question for this preference test. And then for the last test that we're going to add is the tree test. So validate your information architecture by asking participants to locate specific items in a tree structure. And here's the thing. Well, you know that if you're using AI, you can spit out a prototype or design pretty quickly, but the navigation and the labels, they often really don't reflect how the users really think. So tree testing is designed to surface exactly that. So for my community, I can go ahead and click on add node, and I have my home page. So for my community site, the trees look something like this, where we have the home page and we have the user profile page. The home page, we have these different sections, and for the user profile page, it's pretty simple. And you can choose a random task. For example, for me, I'm going to write, where would you go to find the most active members this week? So again, no visual references. I'm not going to add any images. It's just purely labels, as you can see. And that's the whole point, because you're also testing to see if the naming makes sense. And it's also important to choose one of these as your correct node. So for example, my correct answer is the leaderboard, because that's where people would go to see the most active users. And then once we're done, we can finally click on save. And once you're done building your test, you want to go up here to the recruit tab. And over here, you can select between recruiting from Lyssna's panel, which includes over 690,000 panelists from different countries. And when you click on recruit panelists, you can go deeper into what type of persona you want to test your product, right? So you can select a specific location, like the United States, and you can select even a specific state. You can select age, gender, living arrangement, and so on and so forth. And the craziest thing in my experience here was the turnaround time. So I tested mine with 5 participants and I got my results in 30 minutes. But if you don't want to do that, you can also use your own link. I have some other videos down below that you can check out where I do this. And so I set up the different locations to be the United States, Germany, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, ages between 25 and 35. And when I click on results, I get the 5 different results that I got from my panelists. And you can see their locations. So 2 from the US, 2 from Canada, 1 from Australia. And you could read more about their specifics here on the left panel. And over here, we can see the different results from the different tests. So first off, we have the 5-second test. So results, look at the page for 5 seconds and tell us what this community is about. And so for example, here I have the first question. What do you remember most from this page? Someone said building and shipping real businesses with AI. The other person said the title of the page. Another person said, what I remember from this is the name Builder's Gym, and I think it is a gym. And every answer that I got here was pretty unique. And so something very interesting that you can do here is you can take a screenshot of all of these different answers, and we can then ask Claude Code like, hey, I performed the 5-second test on my website with 5 participants. These are the 3 images representing the 3 questions and the answers I got from these participants. Could you please give me 3 suggestions of how to improve the site based on these answers. And so it gave me three different options: fix the core message, resolve the gym metaphor conflict, and add concrete visuals above the fold. And now over here, you can see the difference between the two. This is the old one on the left: train daily, build publicly, ship the proof, a school community, builders gym. And here it says the gym for AI founders, a live school community. Build real businesses with AI live every weekday. And over here as well, you can kind of see that there's a difference between these two texts. And going back to our results, something very interesting is that for this first click test, we get three different ways of viewing this. So if I expand the image, we have a heat map, and you can export this heat map as an image. We also have a click map to see where everyone clicked. So a lot of people clicked up here in the nav bar to see where the most active community members are. And we also just have the image. But in this case, I'm just going to use a heat map, export heat map as image. And we can also give it a message, say this is a heat map of where people expected to see the most active users. And again, give us suggestions. And it gives us 3 UX improvements. So fill the top center heat zone with live social proof. That's actually pretty interesting. It says add an in the gym right now row directly below the hero headline. I wouldn't say that that's something that I would want. And replace or overlay the stack hero image with evidence of activity. So I would say number 1 and number 3 we can implement. All right, and that change has basically added this new section in the ticker where I have the 45 builders on the board, and I can click on this. It's going to take me to the leaderboard as well. Plus, I have this new overlay in the hero image over here that shows all of my builders. It also gives like a quick little preview icons of their avatars. For number 3, for result number 3, we have the live website test. And what's interesting here is that I can click on any one of these, and I can not only look at what they've done, but I can also listen to them. And a very helpful tool that Lyssna has is that down here you have the transcription. So I can click on this and I can transcribe all videos. And so not only can I just copy paste the follow-up questions that they gave me, but I can also use the transcripts and feed them to Claude Code. And again, you can give these transcripts to Claude. It gives you the different moments. It gives you what each moment means. So for example, when I see gym, I think of physical fitness. When I first saw this, an actual gym membership, but you have to read into it. And for example, I am unsure why there is a leaderboard. What is the purpose of this website? And Claude basically gives you a few suggestions as to how to deal with these different moments from the transcript or from the video. For the result of the preference test, we get, we added 2 different images. We have image number 1, which is the dark mode. We have image number 2, which is the light mode. You can click on each and it gives you the preview of the image. And as you can see, the dark mode won by 60%, and you get some answers as to why they chose that option. In my case, I like the light mode version, even though it lost in this test. But looking at what the testers choose, they prefer the dark mode. And for the tree test, almost everyone got it right, but there was one person that didn't. They chose the activity log. And over here under the path diagram, we have a very interesting visual representation as to how that looks like. For the correct one, it's just you going home and choosing leaderboard, but someone actually went from home to the user profile page and then chose the activity log, which again was the incorrect answer. And for the individual paths, you can see each individual answer and how long it took them. For example, the one that failed took the longest time, 15 seconds. And if you're testing this out with more people, you're going to also have this common paths tab, and that shows like the common path that people take in order to achieve that goal that you highlight in this test. So that's the full workflow, guys. You set up your test in Lyssna, you get the results, you get the summary of your results, and you can bring them into Claude Code to kind of reiterate, ask Claude for suggestions, and build off of those suggestions. And if you all want to try Lyssna, the link is down in the description below. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.